6 ways to successfully seduce her. Being nice is not enough. Sure, you're kind, most people are. To what end? This trait indicates your conviction that you are a guy worth knowing and that you are deserving of the attention that women give to men. But do you honestly believe that women will take into consideration what you feel you deserve? Being pleasant is not sufficient. You're kind, which is great, but it would be much better if you were interested in this as well. Unfortunately, in the perspective of far too many individuals, good person is synonymous with wimp or dweeb. Believe me, you don't have to be a jerk to attract ladies. The characteristics of a good male. Women did not like jerks or aggressive males. They are drawn to men who provide obstacles and new opportunities. And that is all. You don't have to choose between being intriguing and challenging and being a decent guy. Stay true to who you are, but keep in mind the following key factors, which might separate an ordinary decent person from a successful one. 1. Women adore a man who can present them with a challenge. The quickest and easiest way I've ever heard to let a woman know that you are the guy she should be pursuing is to let women know that you are successful with women. Women adore be a decent man, but also make yourself appealing. Smile. 2. The most effective technique to approach a lady and pique her interest in you is to give her a compliment on whatever she has to do with her appearance. If not done correctly, this may be really dangerous, but you should try to locate some aspect of her that you believe sets him apart from her. If you pay attention to someone, they will pay attention to you in return. 3. Just because you're not trying to be pushy doesn't mean you have to sit around and hope that Madam Perfection will fall into your lap, which you, as a nice guy, deserve, of course. You are going to need to show some initiative. Be self-assured, but not arrogant, and demonstrate a genuine interest in some aspect of the lady you're talking to. 4. Due to the fact that women like a good love story, romance novels have become the most popular kind of literature in the world. Therefore, refrain from discussing sports in order to please God. Do not engage in this activity if you are not the kind of guy who enjoys reading poetry or who is able to talk about the moon or the odor of leaves that have been burned. You'll appear strange. But one of the most romantic things you could do for your date is to take her to a beautiful location, give her a beautiful flower, listen to some relaxing music, or even just hold her hand in a gentle manner. 5. Don't make the conversation just about you. Do you want her to hear what you have to say? Then, first, pay close attention to what she has to say while she is trying to be heard. The most efficient strategy for being fascinating is to ask questions and listens to the responses. Just give it a go, and you'll see what I mean. Keep in mind that when a woman tells you about a problem that she is experiencing, not always, but very frequently, she is not looking to you to provide a solution to the difficulty that she is having. What? That doesn't make sense. The things that she seeks most often are comfort and reassurance, as well as the knowledge that you are present. 6. One of the most important aspects of dating is to initiate conversation with women who are interested in dating and who give off the impression that they are interested in you. Do not spend your time with women who are still impacted by the long-term relationships they had in the past. This is like trying to sell candy to someone who is only interested in purchasing peanuts. You don't want to merely be a shoulder for others to weep on, do you? Since you only have one chance at life, make the most of it. There is no question that participating in internet dating may bring you in contact with some wonderful individuals. If you're lucky, you could even discover your Prince Charming or Dream Girl via this method of courtship. However, there is a possibility of danger while engaging in online dating. Online dating safety, things you should know when dating online. There is no question that participating in internet dating may bring you in contact with some wonderful individuals. If you are lucky, you could even discover your Prince Charming or Dream Girl via this method of courtship. However, there is a possibility of danger while engaging in online dating. Because of this, I have compiled a list of safety precautions for online dating, which can assist you in having a positive experience while also keeping you out of harm's way. I hope you find them helpful. 1. Your profile should be the first place you focus on improving your online dating safety. Make sure that your profile does not include any information that may be considered personal information, such as your actual name, telephone numbers, or street address. When you initially join a dating site, you should limit your interactions with other users to the site's built-in messaging features for the first few weeks. You won't have to worry about the other person finding out your real name or finding out how to get in touch with you, since our private messaging service hides both of those pieces of information. After having a sufficient amount of time to get to know someone, the next step is to be able to open up about yourself and arrange a date. Your true identity will also be concealed, even in the sad event that you wind up corresponding with a person who turns out to be a weirdo. Unfortunately, such people are impossible to avoid. 2. If you decide to go out on a date with a buddy you've met online, you should make it a point not to invite them to your house on the first date itself. No, it would be better if you didn't even have them pick you up at your house. That would be the best option. Instead, make plans to meet at the location that has been specified. 3. You may go on a double date with a buddy of yours who also uses online dating services if you know someone else who uses these services. This way, you won't have to do it alone when you meet your internet acquaintance, and you'll also have someone to run away with if your date ends up being uninteresting. 4. On a first date, you should never, ever agree to meet in a quiet or isolated location. Even though you may consider this to be sound advice, you will be startled, or maybe horrified is a better word, to learn that a large number of individuals continue to ignore this piece of guidance and find themselves in precarious circumstances. You should go somewhere open and public for your date, such as a restaurant, a park, or other such locations. If you and your date decide to proceed to another location, you should not ride in the vehicle with them. Use your own car to get there, or give a buddy a call and ask them to drive you. It's possible that all of this may seem like too much bother, but it's always better to err on the side of caution than regret. 5. Refrain from consuming alcohol if this is your first time out with your date. If you really must, limit yourself to no more than 2 or 3 drinks at the most. Make your request to the waiter or the bartender, and they will serve you. Do not return to the table with the same drink if you have put down the glass for any reason, even going to the toilet. 6. Before you go for your date, you should make certain that a close friend or family is aware of where you are going and what time they should anticipate your return. In the event that anything unpleasant occurs, you have the peace of mind in knowing that someone will be searching for you. Therefore, if you keep these safety recommendations for online dating in mind, you may have peace of mind knowing that you are doing all in your power to protect yourself. And now that burden has been lifted off your shoulders, you are liberated to go out and have a great time with your fresh internet connection.